banished Tony Burke and Jason Clare from mosques at the end of Ramadan after threatening their safety. And Dr. Jamal Rifi, who's one of the more sensible leaders in the Muslim community, said that in the last 14 years of participating in elections, I've never seen a campaign as dirty as this one. And I think quite pertinently, he said, I lived in a sectarian country. I know what the dangers of it are. So he's actually repudiating members of his own community, saying, look, we're going down a road that is quite dangerous here. And of course, you do a lot of work, Amanda, in Western Sydney. I have to say, when I drive through Tony Burke's electorate, I see the signs for Zayed, what's his name, Yusiani, everywhere. They are on the front of fences, homes, all over the electorate. It would seem there is a serious groundswell on.
There is. And this is a classic case that when you neglect your community as a member of parliament and ignore them completely until you need to get re-elected, which is what happens, and it happens every election time, especially in Western Sydney. They're in parliament, they think they're wonderful, they think they're great, like, oh no, the numbers have changed, oh no, I think we're losing popularity, I better go and door knock, 3 weeks out or a month out from the election. Meanwhile, the people are struggling, feel neglected, don't feel heard. They will go and find a solution. And the same thing happened with the Teals. They didn't feel represented. A lot of them didn't feel represented, the women, by the Liberal Party. So they went and said, well, we're going to find our own people to represent us. Di Lee, same thing. We don't feel Labor and Liberal are representing us, so they had Di Lee. This is an example of the community feeling that the two major parties in particular don't talk to us, don't communicate with us, don't build a relationship with us, so we'll have our own candidates. And this is a classic case.
Can I say, I've done a lot of work in this area. This isn't the mainstream Muslim community that is kind of rising up. This is very splintered elements. Hizb ut-Tahrir obviously is borderline.
Well, it's declared overseas.
It's an extremely extreme organisation. I'm not sure if we can legally call them extremist yet, but they are right out there. The event where that Tony Burke attended, his security detail told him he had to leave. Then a video then circulated saying basically he better not show his face around here, while at the same time saying that he shouldn't have left. So they're pretty confused. It's like, I hate you, go away, or what, you won't even come and face me. But that's the sort of stuff they're doing. Jamal Rifi is a very, very dear friend of mine. He's someone who also stood up to actual genuine terrorists in the form of ISIS and their sympathisers and kids who are being radicalised. He had death threats against him and his family as a result of this. But he is much more of the sort of Muslim community, and he's 100% behind Tony Burke. The only way, and again, there are three groups here. So Ziad Bazouni, he's not Stand for Palestine. He's a group called the Muslim Vote, and then there's another group called Muslim Votes Matters, which is separate again.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's this groundswell, but in fact there's all these splintered activist groups. And the only way Ziad Bazouni, who is their best chance of getting up, the only way that happens is if there is a preference deal with the Liberal Party. And they